Growing up as a young black girl in old Austin, Texas, I would have never thought that I would be a recipient of this award. So, first, I would like to say thank you. To my 20-year-old self, I would like to say, you made it. You know, um, being 20, I remember being in my bedroom and holding a bottle of Tylenol PMs, holding them and counting them and trying to figure out how many I could take to not be on the planet the next day, right? I mean, I can't say we all go through that, but I did. So I remember taking some, and I remember waking up the next day and being like, okay, now what? You're here, okay, so now I guess you can say you've done it all, right? Um, so I had some struggles with depression, deep struggles. They've been prevalent. They integrated themselves into many aspects of my life, my relationships, my friendships, the way I move through my thought process. That's just how and who I learned to be. So, fast forward 10 years later, I remember being in so many seemingly traumatic relationships that I was like, man, there's something that I'm doing that is just overwhelming me. There feels like so much pressure. I'm not doing what people think that I should be doing. I'm not even doing what I feel like I should be doing. So, what is the problem? What's the root of the problem? So, I ended up going to a deep meditation class, and it was there that I learned how to detach myself from my perceptions and just be the person instead of who I felt that I should be. And it was an empowering experience. So eventually, I got my yoga teacher certification and I started implementing the meditation techniques into my yoga practice. So I found that it helped me. And when I started teaching it, I discovered that it started helping other people. So that was pretty enlightening because when you're a person and you go through your own things, you tend to believe that you're going through those experiences by yourself. You know, the army of one. And life's not like that. If it was, you'd be born on Pluto or Mars and you just be materialized into the atmosphere and you find yourself by yourself. But it's not like that. You're born here on this planet with other people so that you can integrate and help the world. So I found that it was helping other people and my practice grew and I'm still growing and I am glad to be able to add. It's kind of like there's this old story of a monk, and the monk is drowning his disciple, just dunking his head in the water, dunking his head in the water, bringing him back up for air. And eventually the disciple is like, whoa, like this is enough, this is too much, right? And the monk brings them up and he says, when you thirst for life the way that you are thirsting for air is when you have a life worth living. So, a part of having a life worth living is being able to share your abilities and your gifts to the world because it makes the world a better place. And I've been grateful that I've been allowed to share my gifts with the world, and I encourage you to illuminate the world with your gifts as well. And thank you again for this award, and may you go on to prosper and be magnificent, the magnificent person that you are here to be. Thank you.